Hello, guys, and welcome back to my show. This is Mario with Parasite Tech Paranormal. Just welcoming you back. Again, I'm just revamping some of my older shows. So this is one of the shows, one of the second shows that I did back in 2018. This one's very interesting because I'm actually bringing to you guys some live evidence of some very interesting things that I picked up when I went to this old prison close to Atlanta. So I hope you guys like it. Check it out. Stay tuned for this. And gracias, mi gente, por estar visitando otra vez el programa mío. Aquí te voy a poner un poquito de evidencia, si quieren escucharlo. Gracias otra vez por visitar mi canal. Thank you guys. Thanks again for visiting me. Stay tuned. And in just a minute, if you can get past the intro, you're going to hear a very interesting story that took place in the prison farm, Atlanta. Thank you guys. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I guess wherever you're at right now. Wishing you guys a good day. So, anyways, I am talking to you down here from this freezing cold basement, freezing my butt off, South Floridian, in the middle of northern Georgia. And I really can't take this cold weather, but what can you do? You just got to deal with it. So, anyways, guys, good morning to you. And I just wanted to tell you guys the first show that I did. This is basically the first couple of podcasts I'm coming out with, and I do have a lot of good material, and I do have a lot of plans on going out and getting some more evidence for you guys. And mainly, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to play back evidence, just to share my paranormal evidence with the world. Through this podcast. Also, I'm very interested in the IT side, ITC, the instrumental transcommunication side of the paranormal. So I'll be covering that as well. Excuse me. I'll go over the different instruments that I use whenever I am conducting any type of investigations. I'll go over that. But anyways, today I'm going to bring you a pretty special episode. I am going to share with you an investigation I did a few years back, and sadly enough, it was probably my last investigation for a while. I got pretty busy with a little 2-year-old, and she has just been taking up my time. She's been keeping me busy. Between her, my 2 other kiddos I have, time's just been a little crazy, but. Anyways, thanks for hanging in there with me. I appreciate you guys listening to my podcast. So I'm gonna, like I said, I have some clips here, and this was actually taken at a location which I. Hey guys, so I had to do a little fancy editing here. I actually got interrupted by my fiance's younger daughter. She they're all excited because we got a bunch of snow. Well. Let me rephrase that. We got, some people are going to laugh when I say this. We only got half an inch of snow out here. But, kids are kids. They tend to get pretty excited when they see snow. So, anyhow, Back to the evidence. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. This was one of the last locations I went and I did an investigation at. It's called the old Atlanta prison farm. Basically, it sits approximately 400 acres. It's 400 acres of abandoned land. The old Atlanta prison farm operated as a correctional facility from 1945 through 1995. The prison farm was a 700 plus bed detention facility housing minor criminals with a potential for vocational training. The area included a large main building with a smaller administration building. The land, it was basically used for agricultural purposes. And at its peak, it housed over 1,000 inmates. The working farm, it ran as a dairy. They raised livestock there, and it looks like they also canned vegetables. They also had a barber shop on the premises. And anyways, I'm actually getting this from an article. It's called The Haunted Librarian. You can look it up on Google. But they have a pretty good article here, which goes back and it gives you some history on the location. All right, so I had to do a little bit more editing. Oh boy, the kids are pretty excited. We never rarely get any type of snow here in Georgia, so they're all coming down here to the basement. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and play this investigation, and so I gave you a little background on that prison, on that prison farm. Now, when I did go, it was a pretty cold day. And it was during the time when I was kind of raining a little bit. We had a little bit of sleet and rain, so you are going to hear some droplets of rain and stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up my WAV files here. But I recorded a couple interesting things. This first piece that I'm going to play back for you guys, I'm actually getting this from my other mixer here. I got connected. So, okay, now. This is a pretty interesting recording. I was asking, I believe I was asking how many spirits were in the room, and I got the word multiple. So I'm gonna play it back for you guys. I'm gonna play it for you guys so you guys can hear it. Are there any spirits in here? How many spirits are present? I don't know if you guys heard that, but I'll play it back for you guys one more time. Are there any spirits in here? How many spirits are present? So you see right there, I got a pretty interesting response, and this response I didn't actually catch it until a couple months ago. I was actually going back and replaying some of this stuff. So very interesting. Sometimes you don't catch evidence right away. Sometimes you don't catch it until you're going over it again, and things will kind of creep out at you. That was using a PSB7 spirit box, which is a handy little tool. It scans through radio waves pretty fast. Don't have the exact details, but I know it's something like, I think it's something like 300 somethings per second. But and I'll tell you guys, I know it's not a biggie, but hey, I kind of like to be detailed with stuff. But anyways, it does scan milliseconds forward and reverse. But basically, the way the spirit box works is it goes through white noise, and as y'all know, you guys that are familiar with paranormal and with ghost hunting, spirits are made of static electricity. Well, they basically, I think that's when they take their form and they have energy. It's like a big ball of static energy. Just kind of picture that. Like if you're walking across the rug for a while and you touch something, you get a big electric shock. That same energy would probably be the same energy you can compare to a spirit. And when they vocalize something, I'm assuming that it's going through a form of a static energy in the air. So having white noise kind of helps pick that up. But that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. Anyways, I have another one I'm going to play for you guys here. And let me see if I can go back real quick and see what this one is. This one's actually, looks like this one's going to be, this is a very quiet voice that was caught when I was walking down the hallway close to the prison cells. So if you hear that, it almost sounds like it says, "What's happening?" Let me go back again. I'm going to play it back one more time. What's happening or what's happened is what I caught. But that was another interesting one. And let me see, I got these bullet pointed here. This one's pretty cool. This one's on the PSP-7 also. And I think this was also right there near the prison cells. And I was asking, are there any spirits here? And some smart-ass spirit, I guess they decided to be a smart-ass, but they responded with a no. So let me play that back.
Well, are there any spirits in here that like to talk to us?
So, it sounded almost like a female voice, but I don't know if their voices are just able to morph. But to me, it sounded almost like a female spirit. But I'm going to play it back one more time.
Well, are there any spirits in here that like to talk to us?
That's pretty cool. And then in the beginning of that, you kind of hear like a little, almost sound like a mumble, which I couldn't make out. But I'm going to go ahead and skip over that one. And then I got something else here, which was kind of creepy. This was very creepy. And this one that I'm going to play for you guys sounded like something was walking behind me. This was when I was walking down one of the corridors in there. And it almost sounds like something was trying to catch my attention. But I'm going to play it for you guys real quick. Let me see if I can turn up the volume on it too. Let's see if I can turn that up a little bit. Because you barely hear this one, but... So... I'll play it back one more time so you guys can hear this creepy ass whisper that I heard. It almost sounded like it said hello or help. It sounded kind of like a hello or help. That was some creepy stuff right there. But that was a good catch. That was pretty cool. And then I got something else. Okay, so this one, I'm on my PSP-7. I think I'm asking a question, and I get a voice response that says, listen. So I'm going to play that for you guys. Here we go.
Listen!
I'm going to play it back one more time. That's pretty cool. You gotta remember this thing is scanning through a whole bunch of stations, real fast. So when you hear something really clear that just when you hear something really clear that just pops out to you like that, and it kind of talks over the radio waves, you can tell it's definitely going to be a spirit. Let me see if I can go ahead and play that back one more time.
Listen!
So that was that clip that I caught over there at the prison farm. Pretty interesting clip, and nothing spectacular, nothing. It's not a really super long sentence or anything like that, but just these little messages, they're like puzzles, and you pretty much have to try to put them together. and just try to get a feel for what's going on around you. Possibly there could be a spirit entity just trying to get your attention, trying to get you to listen to them, or they have an important message to say. Unfortunately, I didn't get any other. As far as the PSP-7 goes, I didn't get any other message after the listen. However, I did get a really juicy EVP right after this, which I'll play for you guys in just a few minutes. I'm gonna touch again on the PSP-7 one more time. I did find a little article here. Keep in mind the PSP-7 was not the first device like this. There was the original device, which to my recollection and as best as I know, the original device that was like this, that was like a PSP-7, was by a person by the name of Frank Sumption. He was the inventor behind the paranormal investigation device known as a Frank's box. He basically died of a heart attack, but the ghost box Sumption he invented in 2002 was claimed to be a instrumental transcommunication device, and it allowed users to speak to the dead. So this is information I found, a little searching I did, but we do have to pay a little bit of homage to Frank Sumption with the Frank's box. All right, so back to my explanation about the PSP-7. It's written by it looks like it's realunexplainedmysteries.com. And they do have a little bit of they do have a pretty good explanation here of how the PSP-7 works. And I have seen a little bit more detailed explanations than this, but here's a little explanation of how the PSP-7 works. And what it says here is it's a spirit box that features heavily in the show of Ghost Adventures. Well, as you guys know, Ghost Adventures was probably one of the first ones that just made popular the PSP-7 when Zach Bagans came out. In one of his investigations, he had the PSP-7, and he ever since that he's always been gathering a lot of good information with the PSP-7. As a matter of fact, he tried using, I believe, the PSP-8, which was huge, and he ended up just going right back to the PSP-7. If you see some of the newer shows, they're still using the PSP-7 along with a speaker, an amplified speaker, which you can get it on. You can get it anywhere, eBay, Amazon, as well as the PSP-7. It's fairly easy to get this as long as it's in stock. You can get it on Amazon or eBay. I think there's also a ghost shop that you can buy some of this equipment on. I try to keep my stuff as less expensive as possible. So I try to go back and resort to Amazon or eBay. Anywho, PSP-7. One last thing. I'm just going to throw this out, and that's it. I'm done talking about the PSP-7. But it says here, this device is developed so that it can capture voices of spirits in real time. It utilizes a millisecond adjustable forward or reverse frequency sweep technique, coupled with proprietary high-frequency synthetic noise or white noise distributed between frequency steps. So, like I was saying, it's basically blasting through a bunch of stations, and while it does that, it's creating the white noise. But between frequencies, if you hear a word or a sentence or a small sentence, which basically just takes over all these stations, then you know that you have something, and that's when you can tell you have something. Sometimes you'll also get the same voice, which is kind of interesting. And if you just listen to that voice and you pay attention, then you can get more messages out of that. And it also says here on the article, it says it is also fitted with an FM frequency sweep, which provides up to 119 new frequencies. These new frequencies range from 76 megahertz to 87.9 megahertz. So, pretty cool device. PSP-7 is probably one of my most favorites, along with the digital recorder. I think those two things are probably the two best ones that I like using. It's probably the only two where I've actually caught evidence. I do have my Bell and Howell night vision camera, which is pretty cool. But with my night vision camera, I can't say I've really caught anything on it yet. I think one time I did catch some audio on it, but nothing too spectacular, nothing too obvious. It's actually popped out at me. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play you guys this last EVP, which is pretty darn cool. It's awesome EVP. It's probably out of my EVP library, I would say this is probably one of the best ones. I was at one of the cells. I had my EMF detector. My EMF detector was going off, and I'm not going to play the whole entire clip because it's pretty long, but my EMF detector was starting to spike, and in this one corner I knew that I had something because my EMF detector was spiking all the way to the top, and it would stay there. There hasn't been electricity at this location in God knows how long, and I just did this a few years ago, 2016, 2015. So there probably hasn't been power at that place for over 15 years. There's cables. There's old copper cables that you can see on the floor. This place if there wasn't electricity, there would have been a fire by now. There actually was a fire at this place, but I don't think it has anything to do with electricity. But definitely no electricity there. So there was no reasons for me to be getting any electromagnetic spikes on my detector. So I knew for sure in this corner when my meter started going crazy, I knew for sure there was something there. And fortunately, I started asking questions, and I did catch some cool stuff. Let me go ahead and get my WAV file set up here for you guys so I can play it. And I believe this is it right here. Let me just double check. Let me go over here. I got a 1, 2. Did somebody die here? Can you touch this device? If you passed away here, can you touch this device with your hand? Make it go off? So, I wonder if you guys heard that, but that's pretty amazing. I'm going to go ahead and play it back one more time. So I'm trying to zero into it, so I'm not playing all the other stuff. Let me just go ahead and see if I can zero right into it. And you might hear I kind of bunched these WAV files up together, so you might hear the PSB7 for just a split second, and then you're gonna hear that WAV file again. So here it goes. This is I call it the ghost in the corner, the lonely ghost in the corner in the prison. I'm gonna play it one more time. Here we go. I got a 1, 2. Did somebody die here? Can you touch this device? If you passed away here, can you touch this device with your hand? Make it go off? And then it drops to 0. So I'm gonna play it one more time. I love this. I love that recording I got. Play it one more time. I got a 1, 2. Did somebody die here? Can you touch this device? If you passed away here, can you touch this device with your hand? Make it go off? And then it drops to 0. Pretty amazing recording, guys, and that is one of my most favorite pieces of evidence that I caught on my Sony digital recorder. I will have a lot more for you guys as soon as I go out and start doing some more investigating. Again, I've been so darn busy lately with my 2-year-old, with the family, and just things that need to be done around here. But as soon as I can get another little investigation going, I'm gonna record a lot more things for you guys, and I'm gonna pump them out, and I'm gonna play them for you. And this is what my podcast consists of. Just real true evidence. And again, this is definitely true evidence. I know I got skeptics out there that probably can sit there and try to come up with their own conclusions. But hey, I mean, you have the right to you have the right to your own opinions. This is stuff that I got. I do have more stuff which I have to dig through my old desktop, see if I can get it. But anyways, I love this stuff. It's awesome. It's super cool. I hope you guys enjoyed my podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the evidence I brought out to you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful, positive, great day. And thanks again. Thank you guys for visiting my podcast. And I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with that. Take care.